In the world of manufacturing, there's a crucial relationship that often doesn't get the spotlight it deserves. The connection between actual costs and financial planning and analysis, or FP&A. Now, you might be thinking, why should I care about this? Well, let me tell you, understanding this relationship could be the difference between your manufacturing business thriving or just surviving. So, let's dive in and unpack this. First off, let's clarify what we mean by actual costs. These are the real, tangible expenses that a manufacturing company incurs while producing its goods. We're talking about direct materials, direct labor, overhead costs, and all those little expenses that can add up faster than you think. Now, on the flip side, we have FP&A, which is all about making informed decisions through strategic financial planning. It's like the compass that guides manufacturers through the complex landscape of budgeting, forecasting, and ultimately, profitability. So, how do these two elements interact? Picture this. Your FP&A team is tasked with creating a budget based on historical data, industry trends, and future projections. They set financial benchmarks that help you understand what your expected production costs will be. But here's where it gets interesting. Once production kicks off, actual costs start rolling in, and that's when the magic, or sometimes the chaos, happens. Imagine you're in the middle of a production run, and suddenly, you notice that the actual costs are way higher than what you budgeted. What do? This is where variance analysis comes into play. FP&A professionals will compare those actual costs against the budgeted figures to identify where things went awry. Was it a spike in material costs? Did labor inefficiencies creep in? By analyzing these variances, businesses can pinpoint the root causes and make informed adjustments. This isn't just about crunching numbers. It's about taking corrective actions that can steer the ship back on course. Now let's talk about cost management. One of the key roles of FP&A in manufacturing is identifying cost drivers. These are the specific factors that cause your cost to rise or fall. Understanding these drivers is like having a GPS for your expenses. FP&A teams can analyze actual costs to uncover inefficiencies and suggest process improvements. Think about it. If you can spot a bottleneck in your production process or find a way to reduce waste, you're not just saving money, you're enhancing your competitive edge. And speaking of decisions, let's shift our focus to the decision-making process. When it comes to evaluating capital investments, like purchasing new equipment or expanding facilities, accurate cost analysis is essential. FP&A provides the financial data that outlines the feasibility and potential returns of these investments. Imagine if you're considering buying a shiny new machine. You want to know if it's going to pay off, right? That's where understanding your actual production costs comes into play. By aligning your pricing strategies with these costs, you can ensure that you're not just covering your expenses, but also making a profit. Now, let's not forget about the key metrics that help us navigate this landscape. Cost variance analysis is a critical tool that allows manufacturers to evaluate financial performance in relation to budgets. By breaking down variances into categories like material, labor, and overhead, FP&A can pinpoint where costs have deviated from expectations. It's like having a financial health checkup that helps you address inefficiencies and make necessary adjustments. And then there's return on investment, or ROI. This metric measures the profitability of an investment relative to its cost. In manufacturing, you want to make sure that every dollar spent on new equipment or technology is going to generate sufficient returns. If your ROI is positive, you're likely on the right track. But a negative ROI? That's a red flag. And it might be time to reevaluate your plans. Cost-benefit analysis is another essential tool in the FP&A toolkit. It weighs the potential advantages of a project against its associated costs. In manufacturing, where significant financial resources are often at stake, this analysis helps ensure that the expected benefits outweigh the costs. It's like asking yourself, is this project worth it? Toss before diving in head first. And let's not forget break-even analysis, which helps manufacturers understand the sales volume needed to cover total costs. This analysis is crucial for setting realistic sales goals and evaluating the financial feasibility of new products. It's all about knowing when you can start seeing profits and ensuring that you're not just treading water. But of course, it's not all smooth sailing. There are challenges that manufacturers face in the realm of FP&A. One of the biggest hurdles is data accuracy. In an industry where costs can fluctuate wildly, inaccuracies in data can lead to flawed forecasts and misguided decisions. To tackle this, companies need to establish robust data validation processes and regularly audit their financial data sources. Automating data collection can significantly reduce human error and improve reliability. Then there's the issue of timeliness. In a fast-paced manufacturing environment, delays in financial reporting can hinder a company's ability to respond to market changes or capitalize on new opportunities. To enhance timeliness, manufacturers should adopt real-time reporting tools that provide quick access to updated financial data. Automating routine reporting tasks can free up time for FP&A teams to focus on strategic analysis. Integration is another common challenge. Siloed departments can create communication barriers, limiting the effectiveness of financial analysis and decision-making. To overcome this, manufacturers should foster cross-departmental collaboration and adopt integrated enterprise resource planning systems. By aligning financial goals with production and sales targets, companies can ensure that everyone is working toward the same objectives. And let's talk about technology. Many manufacturers struggle with adopting advanced FP&A tools and software. Legacy systems and resistance to change can hinder the transition to more sophisticated platforms. Investing in user-friendly FP&A tools that automate data analysis, forecasting, and reporting is essential. Cloud-based platforms and AI-driven analytics can provide real-time insights, enabling faster, more informed decision-making. So, what's the bottom line? By effectively managing the relationship between actual costs and FP&A, manufacturing companies can unlock significant value through informed decision-making. Accurate tracking of actual costs lays a solid foundation for variance analysis, cost management, and strategic forecasting. This integration helps businesses maintain control over their expenses while capitalizing on cost-saving opportunities. In the long run, aligning actual costs with FP&A processes supports sustainable growth for manufacturing companies. With the right tools, metrics, and best practices in place, businesses can improve efficiency, optimize resource allocation, and make data-driven investment decisions that enhance their competitive positioning. Continuous evaluation of cost structures and financial forecasts ensures that companies stay agile and prepared to meet future challenges. So, next time you think about manufacturing, remember that the relationship between actual costs and FP&A is not just a technical detail, it's the heartbeat of the business. Embrace this synergy, and you'll be well on your way to building a resilient financial strategy that drives long-term success. Thanks for tuning in, and here's to making informed decisions that propel your manufacturing business forward.